Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna give you my thoughts about the second round matches of the bottom half of the draw. The second round is almost completed now. We have only one match left, and that is between Yannick Sinner and Steve Johnson. Yannick Sinner won the first set 6-2, so he's up in one set lead. I believe that Sinner's gonna win this match, and that's why I'm gonna do my reaction video with this match being left outside. All right, folks, let's go into the today's matches. We had one blockbuster popcorn eating contest between Nick Kyrgios and Daniil Medvedev, and both these guys, we know that Nick Kyrgios is an unpredictable clown. He's like a Kinder egg. You never know what's gonna come out of his racket when he enters the court. That's why he's not a safe bet if you like to gamble. I don't gamble, but if I had money, I wouldn't put them on Nick Kyrgios. Maybe if he gets an easy opponent in the first round like he has done through the years, because let's face it, he's playing at Australian Open, his home soil. He is more comfortable here. He has the crowd. He has his antiques. He has his drama aura around him that creates a lot of tension and can take focus out of his opponent sometimes. But we have seen Medvedev losing focus before, especially at US Open, where the crowd are similar. They're crazy. Sometimes they don't respect their opponent. They applaud when you make a double fault, and they disturb you between your service points also. So Daniil Medvedev has matured. He kept his cool. He stuck to his game plan, and that was taking out Nick Kyrgios from the baseline and trying to do and create when he had his chance in Nick's serve, which he did, by the way. So the performance, if we start with Daniil Medvedev, actually I've never seen him serve this great. Nick Kyrgios didn't return bad in this match, even though Medvedev did 31 aces. I've never seen him do 31 aces in a match before. Nick, on the other hand, did 17, but the way he replaced those serves, both first and second serve, on the tee, and with angles out wide, Medvedev really mixed up his service game today, and he was in the zone when he was serving, and that was the main reason. Together with his return, he tried his best. He put the ball in play, but you all know when Nick Kyrgios serves, you don't know what to expect there either. So he just stuck to his game plan, grinding from the baseline, trying to make Nick run as much as possible, make him tired, and we saw that Nick didn't do a terrible match. He actually had some fighting spirit in this match, but with that crucial breakpoint opportunity that he got in the beginning of the fourth set when he missed that easy forehand. After that, Medvedev just sailed away, basically. But we saw that Nick's fatigue standard is not at high level. He's very unfit for a professional tennis player. Last year he played 25 matches, and Medvedev played around 75, 76 matches last year. So that was a big difference there in the physical status, in the physical game of this brutal sport is very important, as you know, and that's why he's underachieving all the time, Nick Kyrgios. And his focus game is sometimes like a kindergarten kid. He loses his temper so easily. He can turn that energy into something positive, I believe, but that kind of player he will never get better than this, folks. He will stay in this standard for the rest of his career until he starts to decline. He was a little bit overloaded in this match, Nick Kyrgios. He really tried, at least he fought. He didn't give up. He took a set from Medvedev, and they never got to the distance in this match. But all in all, an expected win. I actually expected him to drop a set, Medvedev, but how good is he looking, Medvedev? So solid, so confident, so clinical when he plays. So actually, since he actually can be the first player in tennis history that wins his two first Grand Slam consecutive after each other. He has the chance of doing that. None other player has done that before, I think, if I'm not mistaken. All right, on to the stats now. Medvedev won 85% behind his first serves and 50% behind his second serve. He did a lot of winners in this match, more than I expected. 68 winners and 29 unforced errors. He returned great in his Nick serve. He won 26% of Nick's first service and 57 of his second serves. Nick, on the other hand, won 74% behind his first serve and 38% behind his second serve. He was a little bit weaker in the returning game, where he only won 15% behind Medvedev's first serve, and a little better on the second serve, where he won 38% of Medvedev's second serve in his returning game. He did 47 winners and 31 unforced errors. Great stats. Those stats could have easily been a competition for any other opponent, but Medvedev moved great, so great on court. He was not getting this match slip out of his hand. Even sometimes Nick showed glimpse of the peak level that he has had before. Not a long run. His peak was never a long run. He didn't generate any major big titles. But we still know that before this match they have met twice. Nick has won both of them. But Medvedev is a total different animal, a total different species now. He knows that he is probably the next world number one. All right. Talking about world number ones, I'm just going to go into Andy Murray first. He lost against Taro Daniel in 3 straight sets. And with that victory, Taro Daniel has beaten 2 former number ones. He beat Novak at the Indian Wells 2018. Novak wasn't world number one at that time. And now he has beaten Murray. So great for him. He has now advanced to the 3rd round. And then we had Stefanos Tsitsipas against Baez, the Argentinian guy who he beat in 4 sets. He lost the first set in tiebreak and then took the second set in tiebreak. And after that, he was the better player. He won 78% behind his first serves. And I believe it was 47% behind his second serve. He did 44 winners and 63 unforced errors. Look, guys, Tsitsipas has had an elbow problem. I think he still has a little bit problem with that. He has changed his strings to much softer strings. We have seen before the Australian Open, and we have seen today and the previous match, that he does a lot of unforced errors, more than before. He's spreading those balls all over the court. And the young Greek, as usual, are not great of converting breakpoint opportunities. In this match, he had 18 chances and managed to break the Argentinian 4 times. Maybe it's enough for this kind of level player, but he has to really step up or he will have to go home. Maybe he can manage to get through the next round also against Benoit Paire, who is up 4-1 against, but the returns, and I'm not super confident that I picked both Aliassime and Tsitsipas as on my top 8 list. Both of them can really crash out before that. Maybe not Stefanos Tsitsipas because he has a great draw. But Aliassime, guys, against Fokina, 4-set tiebreaker. Aliassime did a lot of unforced errors, a lot of bad returns. I actually watched that match. His returns are so weak because, to be honest, Fokina has not the greatest and most powerful serve on tour. Even though he has a lot of spin and angles on his serve, I think that Aliassime, who's a great athlete, who should be a smarter player, who should be a more mature, what we have seen before, should really end matches like this much easier and not waste too much energy like he has done in these 2 previous rounds. This will eventually cost him maybe a great place in the second week. I don't know. We will see. But he needs to be more consistent and not check out so much. He has to have a game plan, a really good strategical game plan, because what I have seen so far, I'm not impressed by his performance. I'm really not impressed by Félix Auger-Aliassime. He still has great numbers on his serve, 73% behind his first serves, and 51% wins behind the second serve. He did 59 winners, great numbers, but 83 unforced serves. That is not acceptable. It's showing that he is not comfortable on court. This fast court really doesn't give him the necessary time. He has to be a much better game player point by point, and he really has to be more on his toe. Because if you look at his physique, you think that this guy is super athletic, but he's not. That's an area he really has to improve. And Tsitsipas the same. He moves great. He's playing smart sometimes, but that racket is not helping him, and he's not best friend with his new string setup, to be honest. But it can only get better, or it can get worse. We will see in the next round against Paeria, who barely does 2 great matches in a row. He defeated the Bulgarian Dimitrov, another kinder egg player, another unpredictable player, another inconsistent player, another player that has been hyped so many times behind every calendar year that we had seen him through his career. Maybe not the 3 last years, but still losing to Paer. Where has this been last season? Now he has gotten his hand on this third round paycheck of $221,000, Benoit Paire. I think that was gonna leave him his fluid liquid money bank account running for the rest of the year, or will he go out and fight for his life against Tsitsipas? I don't know. Tsitsipas can handle Benoit Paire. He has a great serve, great backhand, but his forehand is one of the worst on tour, together with Gasquet. So I can't see him win against Tsitsipas. No, I really don't see him taking an upset here. But you never know with Tsitsipas either. So Benoit Paire, so far so good, better than I expected. And some other matches, the other matches that I played, it was a battle between Cilic and Gombos. Cilic won that 3-0. O'Donnell defeated Schwartzman in 3 straight set. Schwartzman actually had 3 set points in the first set, but couldn't convert them. And Rublev destroyed Berankis in 3 straight sets. Cressy defeated Mayhak in 4 sets. Daniel Evans got an walkover from Rinderknecht, or how I forgot his name, Rinderknecht, the French dude that is a solid player. I really like his playing style. He couldn't play in this match. Fritz defeated TFO in 3 straight sets. Nothing fancy pants there. I knew that he's gonna defeat TFO, even though TFO on a good day is a capable opponent. RBA took out the old man Kohlschreiber in 3 straight sets. He's going under the radar, RBA, but he has a good draw so far. The Menard, the light version of Leighton Hewitt with no weapons, took out a Polish guy named Mahar Zrak, I don't know his full name, to be honest. 3 straight sets there. He has a decent chance of advancing much further on the draw, of course. And Van den Zandschulp, the player from Holland, the Netherlands player, defeated Gasquet, who had to retire due to an injury. He's gonna face Medvedev in his 3rd round, and he will pack his bag after that match for sure, I think. And in the 3rd round, we have some great matches on the bottom half of the draw. It's RBA against Fritz. It's Rublev against Cilic. It's Aliassime against Evans. Aliassime will really have to be more offensive, try to execute the point, because Evans is a guy that likes to slice. He's going to take advantage of this fast court because he's going to benefit his game. And we have a couple of other matches that I forgot. But so far today, the blockbuster match, we didn't see any 5-set drama. If the Sinner match doesn't go to 5 sets. So all in all, some great matches, but I watched the whole match between Medvedev and Kyrgios. Medvedev really showed that he's the title contender. He's the man to beat so far. And will the other guys respond to that? I think that Sasha, Nadal, or maybe Tsitsipas, the guys on my top 8 list, has a decent chance to take out Medvedev also. We will see. It's still a couple of matches left in this tournament, and we have seen an indicator that Medvedev is rock solid after his first big test. Alright folks, that was all for today. Thank you for watching this video. Take care and bye bye.